the book of Luke. Luke. The book of Luke. He is a doctor. We know Saint Luke, right? Because he is a doctor. Colossians 4:14. Our dear friend Luke, the doctor, and Demas send greetings. Luke is not from 12 disciples, but he is a co-worker of Apostle Paul. And he heard about Jesus from many apostles, and he wrote this book, one of the Gospel. And not only he wrote the book of Luke, he wrote another book, right? Ano po? Ito ay the book of Acts. Yeah. So, Luke wrote dalawang aklat ng Biblia. Yeah. Luke is a Latin name, and the meaning is light, ilaw. Ano po ba? When we say the brightness of lamp or projector, there's a unit, right? Lux, Luke, have the same root in word. Lux, yeah. The next, he is not Jewish, but Gentile, and heard Jesus from apostles and wrote it in the way of research. I think he is an intelligent guy, so he, collected information about Jesus, and through the way of research, you wrote sometimes research, right? Mahirap talaga in that way, in systemical way. He wrote this book, and also when he described about healing of Jesus, there are also many medical terms doctors usually used. Yeah. And the written date around 60 AD, because around 63, Paul was in Rome prison, right? Yeah. Then the book of Acts starts from the coming of the Holy Spirit. So we guess around 16. Yeah. There's another data, but one of suggestion is this. And it is with many parables and describes well about Jesus' humanity. But I mean, as a son of God. Jesus is a son of God and son of man, right? And it describes son of man, in a lot of ways. Yeah. And Good Samaritan for his neighbors, where was he found? In the book of Luke only, right? Prodigal son, in the book of Luke only. And about many women, he wrote about poor, and so it there's about mercy, and as a son of man for Jesus. And also this is the gospel story for the Gentile readers, mainly. Like us, we are not Jewish people, but Gentile Christians. And structure, first the coming of the Son of Man. First chapter 1, Haggai chapter 4. Next Galilean ministry. Chapter 4, Haggai chapter 9. Judean ministry, including Jesus' death and resurrection, chapter 9 to 19. And then it has chapter 24, I'm missing it. So after that, Jesus Jesus' death and resurrection to chapter 24. Yeah. So please remember some information. Then I think each leader will give you a quiz next week. And let's simply see the book of Luke. Oh, next John. Kanina, you didn't see, you watched. But, yeah, and the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 1. Many have undertaken to draw on account of the things that have been fulfilled among us, just as they were handed down to us by those who from the first were eyewitnesses, the apostles, the servants of the word. Therefore, since I myself have carefully investigated everything from the beginning, it seemed good also to me to write an orderly account for you, most excellent Theophilus. So Luke, verse 3, investigated carefully from the beginning, and through way of research, he wrote this. So who is the first leader? His name is Theophilus. And it looks that he is a high official in that society, like a congressman and a mayor, and he wrote. Actually, the meaning is Theo is God. Philos from phileo, love. So God lovers. And verse 5, in the time of Herod, king of Judea, there was a priest named Zechariah. Actually, Zechariah has a son, right? His name is John the Baptist. Yeah. And priestly division of Abijah, his wife Elizabeth, was also descendant of Aaron. Priest came from Aaron's family, right? And then Zechariah and his wife Elizabeth also from Aaron's descendants. And it was his duty, right? Then inside the temple, he encountered the angel. Then they say that at that time there are 20 priests. So the possibility, one, give a service inside the temple of God, holy place. Holy place also has a holy of holies. It's almost impossible, but he was chosen by Lot. Then he had such a wonderful experience. And when we see the family of Aaron, he had 4 sons, right? Nadab and Abihu. But they used unauthorized incense. Then initially they died. And the third one is Eleazar, and the fourth one is Ithamar. So in David's time, he divided the descendants of Eleazar and also Ithamar. Then there are 24 divisions. So this is the division mentioned here. Verse 8. Once when Zechariah's division was on duty. Yeah. By the way, this time, say this as a reference, but in exam, I will choose only something is important and basic. Yeah. So Zechariah and Elizabeth, what was their problem? The problem is they do not have children, son. At that time, a lot of children means you are not blessed. It is considered a shame. And angel proclaimed that you will have a baby. Then Elizabeth is pregnant, right? Then she gave birth to a son. His name is ano po ba? John. John is a Hebrew name. Yeah. And in the Bible, you see Johanan, right? Johanan is from same root, meaning God is gracious. Yeah. So in the book of Malachi, it says, I will send Elijah. Tama ba? So the clothing of John the Baptist and his work really reflect that of Elijah. Yeah. And God sent John as Elijah. Yeah. And this is shown in this story. And when we continue to read, we also see the pregnancy of Mary, right? And verse 26, in the 6th month, God sent the angel Gabriel to Nazareth. Nazareth, where was the Nazareth? What province? Judea, Samaria, Sample, Galilee. Now you know the location, Papa. When I read this, I will also remind you a map and we studied. Then John the Baptist's father, Zechariah, when he heard the saying of angel, you will have a son. He didn't really believe, right? Then he became mute temporarily. But here, Mary was different. Mary, angel said to Gabriel, verse 31, you will be with a child and give birth to a son, and you are to give him the name Jesus. Verse 35, it is possible in Holy Spirit. And Mary believed. Verse 38, see, tingnan, I am the Lord's servant, Mary answered, may it be to me as you have said. Then the angel left her. Looks that Mary is a woman with strong faith. Alright. So Zechariah, John the Baptist, and Jesus, in human ways, they are relatives, right? Relatives. So this tells the birth of John the Baptist and Jesus Christ. And there are also songs. This is chapter 1. So tomorrow you will read chapter 1 of the book of Luke. Are you happy with it, Papa? Or will you try? So let's try. Let's try. So after this, I want to have a group meeting. Today we can do it simply. Then I saw here maraming teams stay, but here I think 2 groups are okay. Please choose another place so that you may not disturb one another. 2 or 3 groups are okay. You can go outside because it's not too hot. The team leaders today, you may read together half of the book of Luke and make some quiz or whatever you want to today just lead simple way. Alright, now tapos na po. Go to your leader, please.
위에 테이블을 붙여.
그 그룹을 3개로 하고
여기 우리 말고 옆에 그룹이 여기 있잖아. 다 여기 있어. 왜 땅굴 까고 싶어?
그게 아니라 갑자기 3그룹으로 나눠서
근데 여기는 세 그룹만 있고